Drew Lock has had some highs and plenty of lows in his first 2 years in the NFL. The second-round pick out of Missouri will make some very impressive plays, but follow them up with the most boneheaded decisions you'll ever see from a quarterback. He really is the definition of 1 step forward and 2 steps back so far in his career. Now, I don't want to come off as a Drew Lock hater or a non-believer because for me personally, he was my second favorite quarterback in 2019's class behind Kyler Murray, but in front of guys like Dwayne Haskins and Daniel Jones. However, I will say that despite some of the really good things we've seen from Drew Lock, there's enough bad plays to make you ask yourself, why would the Broncos start him once again in 2021? As we found out about a month ago, John Elway gave up his day-to-day operations as GM of the Broncos, so maybe they have a plan to replace Lock in the offseason. If they do stick with Lock in 2021, I'll try to walk some Broncos fans off the ledge and show you examples of why Drew Lock can dramatically improve and how he can do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you do, and let's get into it. First, we'll look at some examples that favor Lock and what he's done well in his first 18 career starts. Number 1, he has the ability to make a variety of throws, whether it's on the run, off platform, backpedaling, or even having the arm strength to throw across his body. Now, I will say that Lock sometimes has terrible habits and makes a lot of mistakes when not stepping into his throws, but even someone like Patrick Mahomes makes a lot of throws while backpedaling, so it's not like it's impossible to do these things consistently. But let's be honest, in today's NFL, unless your name is Tom Brady, it's essential to have a quarterback that can make plays while off balance, throwing with different arm angles, and making plays with their legs. Lock isn't known as a scrambling quarterback, but does have some nice runs in his career and did run a 4.69 40 at his 2019 Combine. Number 2, a lot of the things that Drew Lock does wrong are the same things people harped on Josh Allen for in his first 2 seasons. If you rewind just about a year ago, there were questions about Josh Allen's future in Buffalo and a ton of non-believers. Allen improved his mechanics and started playing smarter football, and all of a sudden looked like an MVP caliber quarterback in 2020. The funny thing is, Allen and Lock worked with the same quarterback coach, Jordan Palmer, over the offseason. Now, I will say that Josh Allen had a much higher ceiling than Drew Lock based on his size and having a better arm, but it's not like Lock doesn't have the tools to be good either. If Drew Lock gets the appropriate training in the offseason and learns to cut down on the mistakes, then who says he can't make that year 3 leap? He definitely has the weapons from Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, Noah Fant, Tim Patrick, Deshaun Hamilton, Melvin Gordon, and Phillip Lindsay. Now, for the Broncos offensive line, it definitely could have been better, but I will say that Garrett Bowles played out of this world at left tackle. Graham Glasgow was a good signing, but nobody else really stepped up in 2020. But the Broncos should get Jawan James, their right tackle back, who took the year off due to COVID. Number 3, Drew Lock has the pocket awareness that you pretty much need to be a successful quarterback, which is a big thing. When Drew Lock took over as the Broncos starter the final 5 games of his rookie season, he was one of the least sacked quarterbacks on average. In his 5 starts, he was only sacked 5 times, which according to the numbers is 1 per game. Quick math right there. This year, he was sacked 19 times in 13 games, which is still one of the lowest rates in the league, near guys like Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, and Phillip Rivers. So while he may throw some bad interceptions from time to time, he's not taking many negative plays in the sack department. Being 6'4", nearly 230 pounds, as well as having a good scrambling ability, it gives him the advantage to move around the pocket and extend plays. Sometimes it results in making a poor decision on a negative play, but sometimes just having that ability buys him enough time to find a receiver downfield to make a big play. Lastly, number 4, and this is a pretty big thing for young quarterbacks that often gets overlooked, is that he has a good head on his shoulders. Having just watched Drew Lock's end of the season presser, which I'll leave in the description, you can tell he has a lot of self-awareness and wants to be good. Sometimes players will get drafted and give half-hearted efforts from there on out, but with Lock, I genuinely feel that he loves the game, loves being a Bronco, and wants to be the right guy for the job. He admitted to being more comfortable in this offense under Pat Shurmur towards the end of the year, and you can definitely believe that based on how he played down the stretch. And the stats definitely do support that. After Week 10's debacle at the Raiders, Lock actually finished the season on a pretty high note. From weeks 11 to 17, Lock played in 6 games and put up these numbers: 60 completion percentage, 9 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 5 interceptions, 2 fumbles lost, an 85.7 quarterback rating, 7 yards per attempt, and took 8 sacks in 6 games. So it's not like Lock was oblivious and giving out lies. He clearly played better the final 6 games of the year. The biggest news supporting the idea that Drew Lock will get year 3 in Denver are the reports that the Broncos turned down trades for Matthew Stafford because it included Drew Lock going to the Lions. None of these have been confirmed, and I'd be surprised if they were 100% accurate, but you'd have to think if they were true that the Broncos have faith that Lock is their guy going forward. That'll do it for this video. Leave in the comments if you expect Drew Lock to build off this good finish or never make a consistent jump in the future. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll talk to you guys next time.